What's up and welcome back to the Scuffed Ass Podcast for episode number 209. We did the thing again. We're both making faces at each other. What's up, Wonder?
Not much. I was confused for a second because I forgot that we don't use Discord.
Well, I use it for your camera, but I don't for mine because it fucks it up. So you're like, dude, I can't see you.
Yeah. So I was like, you're gonna turn your camera on, you idiot. And then I'm like, oh wait a minute, I forgot to change that.
Yeah, no.
Seems like an idiot.
Nah, you're good. I get it. It's only the second week of us doing this, so it's different. You're not used to it yet.
Yeah.
It is
I'm
weird.
Just surprised I remembered.
Yeah. It is different though. No, so what I was talking about, what I was gonna bring up just before the show is we have like, so it was rumored that 5 teams were gonna get new uniforms in the NFL this year. Well, a 6th has been added, and it's a guarantee. The Jets are getting new uniforms. They just did it like 5 years ago, but every 5 years you're allowed to change your uniforms. And the minute it was allowed, all of the players were like, yeah, no, owner, Mr. Johnson of Johnson & Johnson fame, new.
Please, may we have some new ones?
Yeah. They're like, actually, you know those all white throwbacks you gave us this year? Can we just do those, but like, regular greens and then like a black one? Yeah, we could probably do. So they're not like out yet, but they're already announced. The Jets are official. The Lions, Broncos, Titans, and somebody else are all rumored. And then the Texans also just are getting new uniforms. Oh, the Seahawks is the other rumor. Which is weird, because the Seahawks uniforms still feel nice. All the other ones, I understand. They all suck. The Seahawks, it's like, I don't know, their uniforms are still good. But if they want to go like the old color scheme, the like lighter blue and that green, and go back to that, I'm cool with it. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers officially never wore any of the shitty current Jets uniforms because they wore their throwbacks, and then he popped his Achilles, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Rams are getting a new throwback, I think. So that's going to be something.
Yeah. There's definitely some teams that need some change.
The Broncos are probably the biggest offender, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just don't like their color scheme to begin with.
Well, they decided to change their color scheme because they wanted to be the Bears, but in Denver. I'm sorry, their color scheme used to be powder blue and orange. Why the fuck is it navy now? The powder blue was better.
I agree. But Denver, they don't like to be better. They like to be not better.
Yeah, that's true.
So anyway, how are you? How was your day? What have you been doing?
My day's been weird. I've been posting computers and stuff for sale on Facebook, which, let me fucking tell you, is the worst. I keep getting messages from Germans, Russians. What? Why the fuck are you looking for computers in the middle of Wyoming, you weirdos? I'm not shipping it to you. I mean, if you want to give me like $5,000, then maybe, because it's probably going to cost me $3 to ship it.
Right.
Like, fucking ridiculous. Or just the people that message me just have no information on their profile of anything.
Yeah.
Like where they're from, nothing. It's like, this feels like a scam. I'm good.
Yeah, that's one thing. When I sell things on Facebook, I definitely do background checks.
Yeah, like
if they don't have anything on their Facebook feed, that's usually a red flag.
See, I understand. Well, not having anything on the feed, my account doesn't have anything on the feed.
Right, right. But most people who have Facebook use Facebook.
Right. So the thing,
Not everybody.
right. So the thing I'm looking at is I want to see the information. Like, are you even from around here? Like, is there any?
Right.
And when there's no information, it's like, yeah, I'm so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's sus, man. That's just red flags all over the place.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Yep. Because it's inevitable if you post anything on Marketplace, you're gonna get
Oh yeah,
scammers
for
trying to
sure.
scam you out of your product.
Oh, for sure.
So
But
it's just, and it's not that hard to tell who's a real person.
I was gonna
and who
say it's
isn't.
the one nice thing about being kind of knowledgeable about how life works. It's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Right.
But hey, if you hear of anybody needing a tablet, a laptop, or a desktop, send them my way.
Right. Well, it won't be anybody I work with. We don't get paid enough.
I don't think that's true.
It's
We don't get
100%.
paid enough, he
And
says, sitting there with his computer that costs more than the one I'm selling.
I also live with my parents. None of my
That's a
other
good
coworkers.
point. That's a good point. That's valid.
All my other
That's,
coworkers have $1,000 plus rent,
that's
so
fair.
which is
That's
more than half of what we get paid every 2 weeks.
that's
So
valid.
yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I got it, that like I'm managing my money well. I just don't have to pay for as much. Um, but I will say my coworkers are really bad about saving money too. Like we just got like a government deal for being agriculture where they gave us like $600. Every single person that I know, besides myself, spent that $600 the second they had it. I'm not even kidding you. It literally went in this hand and out this hand for things like ammunition, firearms, uh, suppressors, coyote calls. We live in Wyoming, so we're
yeah,
Second Amendment freaks.
I don't
So
know. I also understand that though. When the
yeah,
stimulus checks were going out, I immediately spent them, but I also feel like I spent
yeah,
them on real im- things that were valid to me. I mean, camera and
right.
audio setup for my job is pretty dope. Oh, speaking of which,
Speaking of which,
new camera.
just say, oh,
You
a
can't see
singular which.
that.
Yeah, I can't see it,
I
but
forgot already.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, new camera. So
yeah.
I actually have to use a camera now. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Depending
Yeah,
depending on how good it is, I may end up replacing my stream camera with buying the same one again.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So.
It's good. It's always good to have new cameras.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh yeah,
it's.
I seen something interesting today. I was going to bring it up.
Oh good.
Um, apparently, the state of Wyoming, and more particularly, a certain town, um, that's not very far from us to the west, um, is possibly going to be extremely wealthy. Um, they found a rare earth mineral deposit, apparently, that they think is going to produce roughly 2.37 billion metric tons of rare earth material,
Nice.
which I guess would put like us, the United States, and more particularly our state alone, would be the number one rare earth material producer in the world.
Hmm.
I think I did that right. Was that
Interesting.
right? If it's completely true, which they think they're, pretty positive that it's somewhere around those numbers.
Googling it because I'm intrigued.
it's kind of hard to find. Because I googled it also because I was like, I don't know about that. But there is a couple articles about it, but they tend to sway towards the already producing mine
Right.
that we have that's pretty large. But you have to read through quite a bit to find the because it's not technically a mine yet. They're just testing it right now, which they've done like 70 some boreholes already, and they've every single one of them has come out to have the same density
Dang.
and
So the one I'm reading, apparently this was found out like a year ago.
yeah, well, yeah, I think so. Maybe.
Yeah. It seems
Because
correct.
yeah, so you found the one that's like 2.37
I,
trillion
I
or
haven't
billion
found
metric
that
tons.
exactly yet.
So, um, I wonder if I can do the math. Hold on. Pull this up
Interesting.
here.
Bro's doing math now, so I'll just try to fill
You
it
can
in.
check me on it, maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna go.
So this
What?
one says that there are about 5 million tons of rare earth oxides. I mean, that's still technically the same thing. We didn't know it was going to be a monster. We've drilled to 150 meters so far, and it's consistently a rich and heavily concentrated deposit to depth. Nice. Rare earths are a group of 17 little known elements like neodymium, presea, ah, I don't know that one, scandium. Yeah, all the fun ones. Technically, lithium's a rare earth metal, but I don't know if that's actually going to be there. But maybe. Um,
Okay, so I found
yep.
the list of the type of rare earth minerals that are in this particular site that we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about. It includes allanite, basanite, exonite, monazite, and xenotime are all supposedly in this.
Hmm.
And I wonder if I can find a price per metric ton and average those.
I think that's the
Okay,
right pan.
grab my phone here. I gotta do some addition here.
Yeah, I mean, even if this isn't the same thing, that would mean they're just finding a lot of it here, which would
Yeah.
be a whole other thing. I guess that could
Okay,
be dope.
so that averages out. How do you do average again? I think so. Okay, so that would between all the minerals. Some of them are like some of them are like $3,000 a metric ton or something like that. So one of them is, and then some are like only $500 a metric ton. So I'm gonna average that between them all, which isn't gonna be 100%, but it's gonna be close. Um, so that's like that averages out to be like $1,257 a metric ton. If you take that times
Interesting.
2.37 billion, that would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 zeros. That's quintillion, right? That'd be
12 zeros?
quintillion. Yes. Right? Am I wrong? Because
No,
nine
you're
is
just in the
trillion.
trillions, I think. Or is it a number and then 12 zeros?
A number and then 12
Then
zeros.
quadrillion.
Quadrillion?
Quadrillion. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're one up
Okay.
from trillion.
So we're looking at about 2.6 quadrillion dollars, give or
I
take.
that feels that
Um,
feels wild.
yeah. I mean, that's I just scrolled
Three.
through my math. Everything's you can check me on it.
Oh no, it might still be trillion, and I might just be dumb. Okay, I need what? My brain doesn't work. Oh no, you're right. I think it's quintillion. Oh
I think it's quintillion.
no. So there's trillion, then quadrillion, and then quintillion, sextillion, septillion, octillion, nonillion, and decillion. Yikes. Sorry, no real thing has ever gone up to those numbers, so I don't remember how it works.
Yeah. I was just taking a shot in the dark because 12 zeros is a lot after a number. Well, technically it was would be
11 zeros, or is it
no, it's
10
12.
zeros?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 zeros.
And then a 6 and then a 2?
So it's 2 and then a 6 and then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So if it's quadrillion, it would be 2 quadrillions 6 trillion? 600 trillion? No, yeah, to be 2 quadrillion 600 trillion. But if it's quintillion,
I still might be wrong. I don't know. None of it matters.
yeah.
I don't think that's... It's some ridiculous amount of money that is just unfathomable to any regular person.
Yeah. That's why this is so significant, because if they're correct on this, our state alone would rule the world as far as rare earth minerals.
Yeah. Wild. Well,
Okay, so
I don't know.
It's quadrillion because
Yeah, okay.
quintillion has 18 zeros.
Mike Zimmer is officially the Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator.
Really?
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so that's an interesting whole thing. I don't know. People are very annoying. But you zoned out. You good over there?
Yeah. Oh, maybe I am losing my mind. Maybe it is just trillion.
Yeah, that feels like it makes more sense.
Yeah, it is a trillion.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not as unfathomable, but still.
I mean, that's still a little ridiculous, but it's not, enough to bring all of Earth out of debt somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like there's not even that much money. We just ruined society.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
ridiculous.
that would still be the number one producer, I believe.
I have no idea. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's a little goofy. It's incredible. Yeah, I don't know. Internet's weird. Oh, so I do want to bring up something from the Super Bowl because people are stupid. In overtime, Mahomes hit Kelsey for what everybody thought was a first down. Even the broadcast thought it was a first down.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. Because you hear Tony, like the broadcast crew thought it was a first down because they changed the score bug to say it was 1st and 10. But Tony Romo, you hear him go, oh, he didn't actually get it. They need about a yard or whatever here. And then Mahomes does a little scramble, and the board goes from 1st and 10, but they had like moved the line on the screen. So you see Mahomes only make it a yard or 4 yards, and then it says 2nd and 6, and then just flips to 1st and 10. People are like, see, it was so rigged. It's like, no, you're just stupid and didn't use your ears. You're just trusting the yellow line that has always been said that it is not accurate.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I actually just seen a TikTok about that.
Ugh.
A bunch of people sitting there watching the Super Bowl, and they're like, "Dude, this is some bullshit." And I was like, "Well, did they get the first down to begin with?"
No.
I mean, it really looks like he got the first down, but apparently maybe his knee was down early. I don't know.
Well, and that line just isn't correct, so you never know.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
Dude, and then let's move away from the Super Bowl. If you want to hear my thoughts on the Super Bowl, go watch Run the North on Friday. Thank you. The way I've already seen the internet talking about Caleb Williams is wild. I hope NFL teams are as dumb as the fans are. Caleb Williams led I believe the 4th best offense in the country, but his team wasn't winning games. Why? Because they had the 4th worst defense in the country. That is ranked number 147 or something stupid.
Yep.
Well, yeah, he would fuck Utah on his fingernails and then lose. Yeah, he'd lose 53-50. I don't really think that's on Caleb Williams. Well, he threw 4 interceptions that one time. Yeah, so has every quarterback. Fucking ever. Don't go look at Patrick Mahomes' numbers in college. Don't do it. You won't like it. Right. That's not how this works. But he did this photo shoot for like Time magazine, and he's wearing like, I don't know what it is. He's like sleeveless shirt and then like a kind of skirt looking thing, but like who cares? And people are like, so this dude paints his nails and wears dresses, and you think he can lead a football team?
It's a tunic, not a skirt.
Dude,
a dress.
all I can think about is like, bro, fucking cool. I hope the first 10 teams in the draft are stupid enough to believe that he painted fuck Utah on his nails, so it's bad. You know what I would give for his nails if he played in Minnesota, to just say fuck the Bay or like fuck GB? It'd be so funny. And you know what would happen? The first time he beat them, the entire state of Minnesota would paint their nails the same way. Even the Bears. I see Bears fans like, yeah, the minute he did that with Green Bay, if it said fuck Green Bay on his nails, everybody would paint their nails to match the next day after they spent all offseason making fun of him for it. This weird, he can't be a good quarterback because of some weird bullshitty reason, or because he cried. It's like, bro, have you seen how many times Brady was bawling like a baby on the sideline? It happened a lot. Like, actually.
Mahomes this year?
Yeah, it's almost like football's an emotional game. And you pour all of your life and your soul into this. And we're mad because he gives a fuck? I mean, Travis Kelce fucking assaulted Andy Reid yesterday for the same reason.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I don't know. It's like I despise Patrick Mahomes, but I'm not going to say he's a bad quarterback just because I despise him or despise
like
he does. I recognize that he's probably the best quarterback of all time.
Yeah. I hate it, but here he is. But like, if the first 10 teams in the draft want to be so dumb that they think Caleb Williams can't be good, let him fall to 11 and go to Minnesota. I'm down. I'm down.
Hell, even if he got to 9 or 10, Minnesota might trade down to get him.
Minnesota's trying to trade up already. They're getting a hold of everybody they can. Dude, I bet they're trying to get the Bears to give them the number 1 pick. I genuinely believe that because I think Kwesi and KOC just want their guy, especially since there is like I think a 50-50 shot that Cuzzo leaves. Like the Vikings aren't just going to pay him whatever he wants. And he's not just going to take, a super low ball offer. There's a good shot where both sides just go, all right, this isn't going to work anymore then. And in that scenario, the Vikings are moving up as far as they can to make sure they don't end up, taking Bo Nix or J.J. McCarthy because they were the guy available. They want to move up to where you can take Drake May or Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels.
I think it'd be cool to see Jaden Williams behind Kirk Cousins for a year or two.
Oh, God. Caleb behind Kirk would be fun. I still think if we keep Kirk, the answer is to take J.J. McCarthy in the second or, trade back up into the early first. Yeah. And then hope to everything that Blake Corum's there in the third and get a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Just take all of Michigan and put them.
Poor Madison needs a little help back there.
Oh, dude, it's tough. But Caleb Williams is insane. But all the Bears fans that want to keep Justin Fields instead of taking Caleb Williams are dumb. I love Justin Fields. Caleb's on a different fucking level.
Yeah.
Caleb is better now than Justin Fields is now. And Fields has had 4 years of NFL development. Mm-hmm. You can argue that actually made him a worse player, and I might agree because the Bears are the Bears.
Well, then again, you got to look at people like C.J. Stroud, who, didn't necessarily go to a very good organization and then still perform. So, I mean, I can't really say that going to a bad team is completely an excuse. But
the Texans are probably still a better roster than the Bears are now. But
right. But, I mean, also, look at Trevor Lawrence. He, still had success even though he went to the worst team in the NFL there for a while.
I mean, except the first year he didn't. He had no success and everybody thought he was a bust.
Well, yeah. But that's also when you have wide receivers running into each other every other play and a bonehead coach. There's not much you can do about that.
Dude, it's so ridiculous. This is the only thing I want to be offended about for the whole Taylor Swift thing. These fucking Swifties have only been watching football for 4 months and have already seen their team win a Super Bowl.
Right.
It's been 24 years of this shit. I've seen 7 playoff wins, bro. This is some shit.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to end up depressed with my...
When will it be my time?
Yeah. I don't know.
Never. It'll never be my time. It's big sad.
I kind of wish Josh Allen would have been a Viking.
That'd be dope. It'd be fun.
Yeah. Minnesota's closer. I'd rather be a Minnesota fan than
a
Buffalo Bills fan. But
it only takes an hour and a half flight to get there.
Yeah.
Dude, you do not know how close last year I was instead of going to the game in Denver. It was almost cheaper to just fly to Minnesota. And I thought about fly in at 8 a.m, fly back out at 8 p.m. Literally all you do is you fly in, you go to the stadium, you watch the game, and you fly home. Mm-hmm. It's I considered it strongly. It's going to be... Might do it this year, just for the meme.
The other part is, Josh Allen would have fucking Jay Jettas to throw to, and, also would not have to play Kansas City to get into the Super Bowl.
No, they'd just have to play Kansas City in the Super Bowl.
That's fine. They made it to the Super Bowl. That's the point.
Fair.
I think they can win the Super Bowl.
Dude, I don't understand this.
It's just getting there.
Yeah, I don't understand this thing that some fans do where you're like talking about your team or you're talking about the greatest player ever, and well, we can't call LeBron the greatest player ever because while he's been to 10 finals, he's only won 4. So he's lost 6 times. It's like Jordan was 6-0. It's like, what about the other 8 years where he just didn't make the finals? Are you telling me it's better to lose in the first round than it is to lose at the end? That doesn't make sense.
Right? Yeah.
Getting to the Super Bowl 10 years in 10 years in a row, making it to the championship game, and you go just about 50-50, I'd take it every time, dude. That'd be incredible. And if my team was bad for the rest of my life, I'd be cool with it. Like, that's a run that nobody... There have been 2 people ever to experience a run like that. Fucking LeBron and Bill Russell. Like, it's insane. What in the fuck? Taco Bell has revealed a Baja Blast pie. So wonder, are you ready to make a trip to go try some Taco Bell?
The one's open.
I know. Yeah. It's back. I went there and got tacos the other night.
I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's back.
And they completely redid it, so I feel like it'll last a good while. And I mean, it makes money.
Right.
Dude.
But also, it's been redone 4 times in the last 5 years.
No, it hasn't. It hadn't been redone at all. And it got shut down because it hadn't been redone, and it was a fucking shitty place. It got shut down because it was nasty in there.
I don't know. It just seems like every time I tried to go there in the past.
Yeah, that's because for the last year it's been closed.
Well, yeah, I know that. But
before that, it was always open.
Yeah, I know it was open. It just seemed like it was under construction all the time, and it's like, oh well, they're making it better, they're fixing it, and then it closes down. Like, it seems like they did something substantial to it, and then it closed down right after that. And I was like, why did they even bother? They're just gonna close it down. But then they came back, and I was like, okay, well, I guess it is what it is. Some people's business confused.
I kind of hope it's not real. Taco Bell and Baja Blast. Is it going to be a real thing? I really don't know. It might not be real. I don't know.
Don't know how they would make that real.
I can. You're going to make me go buy Baja Blast and make a fucking pie, aren't you? I don't know how it's possible you're going to make me do it. This fucking piece of shit.
I mean, a YouTube video?
Oh, dear God.
The only thing I could think of is if they had like a Baja
Think of it
Blast
like as a key lime pie. And then...
Yeah, I know, but
Baja Blast sized.
Yeah.
Baja Blast sized. Well, it doesn't exist yet. That's what I know.
I just don't know. I think of Baja Blast and then cooking it, and it's like, I don't know, man.
Dude, I feel like you're just doing that thing where you pretend salty and sweet can't go together. Yeah, I'm bringing that back up, you fucking piece of shit.
They can't. It's gross.
I was so mad. Bacon on a donut? It's like, bro, you eat bacon with pancakes every fucking morning. Shut the fuck up. It's literally a maple donut. It's the exact same experience, you moron. He just didn't get it.
Another episode of I Like to Say Shit that pisses.
No, because you admitted like a few days later, you were like, dude, I just totally didn't actually think about it, even while you were yelling at me. Because you were like, yeah, I got home and I started eating some different stuff I had around the house, and I was like, oh, literally everything I like is sweet and salty at the same time. That's just how life works. I'm just fucking stupid. It's like, yeah, you are.
One of my highly liked chocolates I have is like sea salt and chocolate. Yeah, I was eating one of those one day. And I was like, I'm an idiot.
I'm stupid.
Sometimes I question my own IQ. But
It's fucking.
oh well.
So once that comes out, what else is chilling around here? They got a new loaded beef nachos. They got new type of nachos. Chicken enchilada burrito. Is it an enchilada or a burrito though?
It's not an enchilada, it's a lot of inches.
A 3-cheese chicken flatbread melt and a stacker. What the fuck is a stacker? It looks like a
tacos stacked.
no.
On
It just looks like a folded up quesadilla. Melted cheese, seasoned beef, and nacho cheese stacked up in a grilled tortilla. So it's just exactly what I just said. It's just a shitty quesadilla. Because instead of being like fully out so everything gets grilled, you've got it folded up so there's a lot of raw tortilla in between the grilled ends, which makes it less good.
Yeah.
I can no longer make my own burritos without grilling them like I'm at Taco Bell. Like if they don't got if the tortilla doesn't have a crunchy outside, I just can't do it.
I really like getting them and like a little bit of like sometimes butter or
it's always butter, and then you just
sometimes butter. I'll take it and just like brush it on the pan,
yeah,
and then just sit there. And you kind of get the tortilla nice and soft and let it soak up the butter. And then you put all your shit in there. And wait till the cheese melts just slightly, and you fold it over and you let it get nice and crunchy on each side to where it's like a nice brown, golden color. Oh man, it is. I like doing my burritos that way too. That sounds good right now. But I'm gonna have sloppy joes. Maybe I can make a sloppy joe taco.
There you go. Put some cheese in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Bro,
all them good stuff.
Twitter hurts my soul.
I stay off everything other than TikTok.
No, so some dude, it's just a video. It was probably on TikTok. Some dude probably asking his girlfriend to get out of the way. He's trying to get clothes out of the dryer because he caught her cheating. And he just wants to get his clothes and leave. But she's like blocking the dryer so he can't. It's like, I'm gonna leave either way. Just let me have my fucking clothes, please.
Right.
Like,
yeah. I don't understand why they have that thought process. Like, let's work it out. Like, no.
If you wanted to work it out, you should have done that before. You dipshit.
I was about to say. And especially since if a woman ever came to me and said, I really love you, but I have another guy that I really like, and I don't know who to choose, and I will always say, choose him. And they'll be like, they're usually confused as to why you can't say that. But if you truly loved me and I was enough for you, you would never have had a second option. There would not be a second one if you truly loved me and truly cared about me. Sorry, that's just how I feel, and I feel like that's most men's truth.
Yeah.
Sucks though. The way people think.
Ugh.
In this world.
I got into an argument the other night. Somebody was streaming. They were playing the new zombies that's in Modern Warfare 3, where it's just zombies but on the Warzone map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hate that. Hate that exists. They're like, but it's really fun. I'm like, I don't care. It's not zombies. It's not. You've lost the soul of what makes zombies so good. And right now somebody just posted like the original motion capture for Black Ops 3. Mm-hmm. It's fucking incredible. And just all of the cutscenes, they were so good. I miss good video games. Well, I miss good Call of Duty games. There are still so many good games.
Like the Call of Duty zombies today, if you had never played zombies before, which there's a lot of people that haven't.
Yeah, it would be. I can
into playing that. It's fun for them.
I can see.
I'm not saying it's not fun.
Oh, I can see why it would be fun.
Like
it just can't be for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for me, and that's okay.
You have separate expectations of what zombies is supposed to be.
Yep.
So therefore, it's not technically a fair.
I understand most of it
opinion.
is technically my own issue, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't remember what game was I looking at that a bunch of people were talking about it at work today, and what Hell Divers? Yeah, Hell Divers 2. Apparently, it's a game out there that a lot of people are like
oh, I
extremely
remember
thrilled.
Helldivers. I remember we watched the trailer for it during something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so um some coworkers of mine have played it a little bit. It just released
Yeah.
not too long ago. And apparently they say it's extremely fun and they're extremely impressed with it. It lacks a few things, but like overall they said it was like one of the funnest video games they played in like forever. And I don't know. I guess and so then I got on TikTok because I was like, obviously it's a newer game, so people on TikTok are probably playing it. And apparently there's like a lot of review people are giving it like eights and eight and a halves and as far out of 10, of course, reviews and stuff. And so I was like, well, you know, and it's a different type of game. It's not really like story mode or anything like that. It's just
Did you reinstall Halo Infinite? I know that's a weird thing to bring up, but because I
um,
said I was gonna, and I don't
I
remember
did.
if you let it install.
I did. It did install.
Sweet. Maybe we'll play Halo later. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. But
The galaxy's last line of offense. Interesting. Enlist in the Helldivers and join the fight for freedom across a hostile galaxy in a fast, frantic, and ferocious third-person shooter. Interesting. Another fucking
it's
shooter game.
and it's just a co-op game apparently. You can have like up to 4 players
Yeah.
and it's just the way it sounds it's just simple. It's a simple game, but like the map is like never the same. Like it spawns just like random maps and stuff, and you have like random objectives to complete, and then you get, if you complete them you get like currency and stuff like that, and you can upgrade your weapons and your armor and your ship and stuff like that. That's as far as I understand it, which so it's not a lot to the game, but a lot of the things I seen was like this game will give you PTSD and blah blah blah. It's just crazy because it's like so chaotic, and if you have a group of friends that you can get a group of friends to play it. It sounds like it.
What is it? It sounds like it's just Starship Troopers. That is what I'm
I,
picking up so far. Do you remember Starship
that's what
Troopers?
it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much what it is, except just modernized.
Great movie, Starship Troopers. Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the servers kind of suck. But
Well, yeah, it's a new game.
yeah, people who make games are always bad at understanding the point of their servers. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
nothing we can do about that. Baldur's Gate, the original Baldur's Gate, interesting. It just popped up for some reason.
Oh.
The original Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition.
Mm.
Oh god, that looks like it would have been great for its time.
Right.
Doesn't. Wow, the amount of things that are still kind of similar to the original one that came out. Well, so this is like the re-release that came out in 2013, but like, oh my god,
Right.
because it's
I don't
the
know.
enhanced edition, which is not the same.
All I can
Where's?
say is like I hope they just keep on making Baldur's Gates.
Well, I
Like,
mean, they have so far. Just don't expect another one until 2046.
right, I know, but like that's the thing about D&D though. You can just make as many different storylines as you want. Like
Yeah,
be
because
creative, come up
yep,
with a good storyline, and boom, you have an amazing game.
Baldur's Gate 2 released in the year 2000.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
24 years ago.
Yeah, that's how long it took Larian to make
It,
2.
it came out when I was 2 years old.
Came out the year I was born, dog. So Larian, what have they made? So they made the Divinity games
I
as
never played the
well.
Divinity games. I don't think I've ever played a Divinity.
Yeah, they made Divine Divinity in 2002, Beyond Divinity in 2004, Divinity 2 Ego Draconis in 2009, Divinity 2 Flames of Vengeance in 2010. So I guess prior to Baldur's Gate, it's normally like a 6-ish year
Mm-hmm.
dev cycle. Wait, so Larian didn't make Baldur's Gate 2 though. Interesting. Who the fuck did? BioWare. Whoa. BioWare made every good game. Jesus Christ. No, okay. So, well, that was fucking okay. So BioWare before EA tried to ruin them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at all their games. Why can't I see their list of games? List
I
of
know I
Bio.
played. Didn't they have like an Alien game?
So BioWare, they made Shattered Steel, they made Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate 2, Neverwinter Nights, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Mass Effect, Dragon Age, and then Star Wars The Old Republic, the online game that we play. They made that one. Warhammer Online, Command and Conquer, and then yeah, they started fucking up recently when they made Anthem. Whoa, they're making a new Dragon Age. Dragon Age Dreadwolf. Interesting. It's a sequel to Inquisition, which came out in 2014. It's another like 10-year wait for a game. Codenamed Joplin.
Hmm.
Interesting. Interesting. Dude, fucking BioWare, I swear, they made everything.
Right.
Ooh. Those Jets uniforms look aight. I opened Twitter and got distracted. It happens.
Yeah, you have a problem with that, don't you?
Sometimes.
Distraction. Always distracted. Unless
Sometimes.
I, unless I'm doing something wrong, then you're never distracted. You're always there to point them out.
Hey, bro, it's not my fault you fucking attacked me when we were playing Baldur's Gate. I didn't cause that. You did. Thanks, though.
Well, it wouldn't be normal Baldur's Gate if I didn't hit you on accident once.
Are we playing some Baldur's Gate tonight? And I swear to God, if you hit me, we're perma killing Iverson.
Yeah, we can play. I mean,
I don't know how long you're gonna be up. Was my bigger problem.
probably 9:30, 10, somewhere in there.
Oh, lame.
So, yeah, if you want to hop on Baldur's Gate right after we get done with this podcast,
Yes, sir.
I am down. Down to Ivor the Sun.
Interesting. What are you fucking with over there?
My lip balm shit.
Oh, so technically, the Chiefs. So the Chiefs became the first team to go back to back since the Patriots in the early 2000s.
Right.
The Chiefs now get to attempt to be the only team to ever go back to back to back. No team's ever three-peated. Maybe Mahomes will.
I really hope not.
Why?
Well, because I'm a Bills fan. Tired of losing to Mahomes.
Sucks to suck. Lose to Burrow again.
Tired of beating them when it doesn't matter. I'd rather lose to them and then beat them later.
Yeah. Well.
Ugh. It's rough. It's rough. I mean, being a Bills fan is almost as rough as being a Vikings fan.
I don't know about that. At least you have a quarterback.
Well, you had a quarterback.
Technically, right now, we got fucking Nick Mullins, bruv.
Nick Mullins is.
Bro, I saw somebody post on Twitter, the only bridge QB we need, and it was a picture of Nick Mullins, and I was like, bro, we would see the most incredible season of all time. Nick Mullins has now broken the single season passing yards record as the Vikings fall to 2-15.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, you thought Jameis Winston's 30 touchdown, 30 interception season was impressive? Watch Nick Mullins go 50-50. Let's go.
Right.
It would be entertaining.
I mean, he could be the next Brock Purdy.
No. Because he was already on the Niners. He had his chance.
Right.
He played for Shanahan.
But yeah, you had Garoppolo at that time, though. He's an elite.
Yeah, but Mullins played when Garoppolo got hurt, which was always.
Yeah, but he was also younger then. Was less experienced. Now he's on the verge of eliteness.
Now I mean, technically, if we could get him to not throw so many interceptions, could be really good.
Well, don't listen to Josh Allen if that's right. Don't learn from him. He'll have the most touchdowns in a season, but also have lead the league in interceptions.
Oh, ridiculous.
I'm not gonna say all of them were Josh Allen's fault, but a lot of them were.
Oh my God! Somebody did say how many of those Nick Mullins interceptions were actually his fault. It's like, did you watch the games? All of them.
Right. I think I went through one time, and at this year I went through and counted. I think it was like halfway through the season or something like that, and I think he had like 12 to 15 or something like that. I think it was 15.
Bro, what? Sorry, go ahead.
At whatever point he was at, he had 15 interceptions, and I was like, I'm gonna go through and see how many were his fault. All of them but 2 were his fault.
Yeah, pretty much. Dude.
But there were some of them that's like, I can see what he was trying for, but it's like, why force the pass? It's second down. I get taking shots when, your back's against the wall and you got to make something happen. It's late in the game or something like that. I get taking shots. But he just like, it's 1st and 10. I'm going to make a 30-yard throw into triple coverage just
right?
for
fucking arm punt on first down. Like, what are we doing? Oh my God. I love this. So, New Heights, Travis and Jason Kelsey's podcast, did a tournament for the best NFL team name. You know who's about to win? The Minnesota Vikings. Even after Jason Kelsey tried to say in the first episode where they were talking about it that he doesn't like the name the Vikings because it doesn't make sense. What do Vikings have to do with Minnesota? And it's like, how do you not? Christopher Columbus wasn't the first dude here. Technically, the Vikings weren't either. It was natives, but that's not important. Vikings were here long before anybody else were. In Minnesota, that's like the whole thing. They just rocked up. It all exists. Minnesota is a very Norse region, like just in general. So it has a lot to do with that. I mean, you can't tell me Vikings isn't sick. And right now it's Vikings versus Steelers. That's the final. Steelers.
Well, which is kind of funny because they both revolve around, stealing.
Not really, because Steelers is about people who work in steel mills.
Yeah, I know.
Not the same at all.
I know it's not Steal. I know, but I always thought that the Vikings should own the Baltimore Ravens.
That's fair.
because the Viking.
Yeah, because Odin and his ravens.
Yep, yep. Their history with the Ravens.
Oh, poor
Was that
guy. The first
the
guy to
Ravens
make a
took their
vote
pets.
voted for the Steelers. Took a picture. Stop the count. They didn't stop the count. Sorry, bud. Sorry. I got all. Sorry, I interrupted you. That's my bad. But yeah, Ravens.
It's all right. Nothing I ever say is very important, so
I mean,
I acknowledge this fact. Like today at work, I wanted to do some things.
don't
like
like that.
slap a couple coworkers.
Yeah.
Nothing like I spent all of last week working on tile line leak fixes, and I there's it's concrete, so it tends to crack, and it seems like every time we have a patch with concrete, it cracks close by because it adds weight to that particular spot on the tile line. And so we decided we were going to do boxes, pour boxes instead, because then at least the concrete is supported by the ground and not just hanging there when you bury them, causing other cracks. So we have
Oh God.
4x8 plywood, and we just laid them flat because there was a bunch of cracks in a short section of line, and then you just cap the ends, and then you just pour a box basically. And so we had to do that again today. But I argued with a coworker most of the day on how to do this box because he wanted to split them up and be like, okay, I want to put a box here, which would revolve around cutting multiple pieces of plywood, 4x8 sheets of plywood. And I was like, why don't we just make them lengthwise and do one big box, just like down there, cap the ends, and then that way when the concrete's dry, you can just pull the 4x8 sheets and reuse them without cutting them. They stay full sheets. And oh no, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna do it this way. And after all day arguing, boss showed up and said, "Oh, well, there's how many cracks right there? Oh, there's 4. Oh, let's just do one big box." And I was like, that annoyed me. And then we were picking up to leave, and we I have a kid a younger kid, and good worker, but there's a box full of stuff right on the edge of the hole, and there's a air hose that we use to blow off the tile line, to clean it off a little bit, and it was wrapped around behind this box. And I looked at him and said, "Careful, so you don't knock that box over with the hose and dump all the stuff in this hole." And he looked at me, eye to eye, nodded, reached over, grabbed the rope, and just yanks it up, and over goes the box into the hole, dumping everything. And I was just like, I kind of just shook my head and stared at him. Like, really? Dude, I literally just told you not to do that. And he just went, I'm going to do it.
Well, yeah. Um, the internet is incredible because either people are doing it for the meme or they just don't realize. Somebody
Right.
talked about Mahomes, and it's like, Mahomes is 28. This fuckery won't go on for much longer. Thank God. It's like, so there was a tweet like this about LeBron
Yeah.
12 years ago. This fuckery won't go on much longer. And then, he made another 6 finals and is still a top 10
Yeah.
player in basketball.
Has everybody seemed to have forgot about
Mahomes plays different than Brady,
Favre
so that doesn't work.
and
But like,
Brady and
38 is about average at this point for greats. So it's at least another 10. And, based off of what we've seen so far, that's at least another 8 Super Bowl wins.
yeah.
Ugh.
I can't. Somebody made a stupid picture and just basically took Mahomes' hair and a band and just put it on Kermit the Frog, and I can't unsee it now because now all I could see whenever I look at Patrick Mahomes is Kermit the Frog with that stupid meme, and I'm like, ugh. Now it annoys me more because now every time Josh Allen loses to him, all I'm going to think is that, oh, I got beat by Kermit again.
Who you got raising the Lombardi in New Orleans in 2025? The Vikings. Because they're going to win it at the place where they got screwed out of it last time. Let me dream, Harold. They're going to win it when Caleb Williams falls to 11 and just shows up. And we're getting Caleb Williams, Patrick Mahomes, and Caleb's rookie year. And in reality, it's going to be Justin Jefferson that wins the ball game. But
right, at least the Vikings can say they have a window to be good, be great. The Buffalo Bills are old.
They had their window. They just fucked it up.
Right, but I'm just saying that you have enough talent and young people to say that you can continue to compete and be a great team. The Buffalo Bills are old. Like, the majority of them are old. And all of our good players are going to be retiring this year or next year. And we were good enough that we're not going to have shit for picks. And the Buffalo Bills are just going to slowly... I think we had our peak, and that we're, going to start doing this before we start doing this. And Josh Allen, I don't think is going to have the opportunity that Patrick Mahomes has. And he will just get old very quickly, especially the way he plays, like, Cam Newton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, man. I don't know.
It's tough.
I'm just glad I'm not a 49ers fan anymore. I was able to choose a NFL team. But at least 49ers make it to the Super Bowl.
Oh, God, that would be... I wish the Vikings played the Cowboys next year, because what I would pay to see Kirk Cousins be the one to dice up a Zimmer defense. Oh, just because we all know about Zimmer's issue with Cuzzo, and I understand it to a point, especially because I was on Zimmer's side. Zimmer, the only quarterback he ever wanted was Teddy, and I agree. Would we have won more or lost more? I don't know. I don't care. I just wish it would have been with number 5 instead.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. But just with the way Zimmer treated Cuzzo, imagine it was like the Week 16 game. The Cowboys had the best defense in the league, and everybody's talking about they haven't given up allowed a 300-yard passing game yet, and Cuzzo goes for 450 and 5 tuds, just pointing at Zimmer after every touchdown. You like that? You like
Justin
that?
Jefferson has 312 of those.
Yep. It'd be incredible. That'd be my Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to pick our other Super Bowls, because obviously our teams aren't ever going to make it to fucking Super Bowl.
I'm gonna be Yeah, people are still complaining about Taylor Swift. She was shown on screen for 54 seconds. That's less than 1% of the time.
It was still enough for me to get buzzed.
Oh, were you playing the stupid game?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I think you were being stupid about it.
How so?
I don't know. Which version of the game were you playing?
Just I don't know, the one that was on TV.
What?
What do you mean? Which
Which fuck are you talking about, dumbass?
I thought you were asking what channel or something like that. No, we were playing every time they show Taylor Swift on the screen, you take a shot, which I thought was going to be a lot worse. I thought I was going to end up having to stay at my brother's place, but I ended up just driving home because they really didn't show her much when the Chiefs were kind of getting their ass kicked a little bit. So they showed her twice, 2 or 3 times the first half, and then the second half, when the Chiefs started kicking ass and she's freaking out, then they started showing her like crazy, and I'm like, I had to chill at my brother's place for a little while and sober up. I never got drunk. I got slightly buzzed to the point where it's like, I don't know. I could probably drive, but I'm gonna wait.
When did he win a ring? What? He didn't. How the fuck? Oh, oh, really? Goddamn. Okay, he did win a ring. Sorry. So, do you remember when Immaculate Grid was a thing that people did, where it was like you'd get the grid of 9 guys, and you'd have like Cardinals, Vikings, and then Super Bowl champ on the top, and then Giants, Raiders, Ravens on the thing, and you had to like top left square. You got to find a guy who played for the Giants and Cardinals, and like pick different guys, and you wanted to get guys nobody would ever guess. I did not. So this one, Giants Super Bowl champ, Linval Joseph, who just played defensive tackle for the Bills, played for the Vikings forever. I was like, when did he win a Super Bowl? I did not realize he was old enough to be on the Giants Super Bowl team in 2011. I did not realize he was on that team. Whew. I was like, dude, he never won a Super Bowl. He played for the fucking Giants and the Vikings. Come on now. But he did. He played long enough ago to do that.
That's wild.
Yeah. Oh, fucking goofy. Goofy goober. But all right. Well, I guess. I don't got anything else. You got anything else?
No, I ranted for the day.
All right. Well, I think that'll do it for us. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.